Good morning! So today we're going to High Van Pass, which I'm really looking forward to. It's supposed to be such a nice drive with really good views. The weather today is so hot. I think it's reaching 32 degrees Celsius. So I've got the bikini on because I think we might be going to a waterfall. I think there's one nearby, a bit further up the road. On the High Van Pass, so fingers crossed we find that to cool off in afterwards. So just checked on maps, it's a 50-minute drive, so we're going to get some snacks for the way, and outside our hotel we've got my best friend. Good morning. Hello. So she's been given a bone. There's normally some water out here too and some food, but yeah, I'm not sure who she belongs to. I think she might belong to that restaurant over there. Hello. So yeah, we're gonna actually head to that Moon Milk Market just to get some snacks before we head out, just so we're fueled for the day. So I'll meet you over there. Yeah. These roads are so hectic. It's like Mario Kart. You've kind of just got to walk in the middle of traffic. So, Moon Milk, here we come. Don't know where Jack's gone. Oh, I see her. So these are the choice of crisps that we're working with. We've got seaweed, classic, which looks like a cheese. You've got melted cheese and prawn, barbecue, and tenderloin steak. What's tickling your fancy? Just them ones. Must we get? No, don't want them
I want to
ones.
see some more here. Honey barbecue.
Cheetos.
Sour cream onion.
Oh yes, I think sour cream and onion. And there was also a really nice smell when we walked in of like the bakery section. Okay, so we learned that the Lay's are an import and they're actually £6 for that pack of Lay's, so we'll actually give that a miss. We're gonna head to the bakery section though because it smells really good. Lots of coffee. What have we found? Matcha. Mm. This is so funny. It is weasel poo. Weasel poo coffee, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. So this is where all the bakery happens. Oh, there is something stuffed in that. Oh, okay. Not for sale. Can we go and choose? That looks like chocolate.
Yeah.
Hi, can we buy? Hi.
Panel chocolate. Chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. What's this one? Chocolate. Cream. Okay.
Oh, I might have one of them. Chocolate and cream.
Okay, can we get one?
Yeah.
Get one of them and one of these ones, please. Thank you.
I think it's 15,000, which is 50p.
That's one.
Is it warm? So we just sat down outside the shop before we go just to eat this and try it. Jack said it's really nice. It's really nice and warm. It's like the first pastry I've had since I've been out of the UK. Mmm. Mmm, it's like a cream. That is so nice. So what I've done is I've gone onto Apple Maps and I've actually downloaded the map. So if for any reason my data doesn't work or there's no Wi-Fi anywhere, like in the whole of Da Nang, I can use the map offline, which I didn't know you could do, which I'm happy about. So after breakfast, off we headed to High Van Pass. We picked such a nice day for it. We're currently at the end of March, so a lot of the days are really nice and sunny, but you do get a few days that are quite cloudy, and you've got to think with the High Van Pass, it's really high, so 496 meters tall on a cloudy day, you don't really get many views. However, with the warmer weather, you do get the traffic police. We didn't get stopped by them, but I think some tourists behind us did. And if you don't have the correct licenses to ride a bike, I think you do get stopped and fined on the spot, is what I've heard. To obviously avoid this, you just need an international driver's license with, of course, the motorbike part stamped. Once you get onto the mountain roads, you start seeing views pretty much instantly. There's so many stop-off points along the way. This is one of them. It's a beach. I'm not sure which beach it is, but it looks like there's a train track as well that does go through it. Not sure I can see that on the camera, but it is beautiful. And pictures never do it justice. It's so nice. As you can see in those videos, there are a few cafes that you can stop off at along the way. However, I was way more interested in finding out where these train tracks led to, and we actually do find out later on in the video, so keep watching for that. So we've made it. It is absolutely stunning, and the hair's getting tied up in a second. But wow, Jack's takeoff on the drone. There's a cafe over there which looks really nice, and the views, wow. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's loads of dragonflies in the air. Hundreds. I think people hire like really nice bikes for the day, like Harley Davidsons. I've seen loads. I mean, nothing compared to our bike. Oh. So our bike wasn't our first choice, was it, Jack?
I'm going to send a photo to Kenny.
You're gonna send a photo to Kenny. Kenny is the guy who owns this bike. He's not called Kenny, he's called Tony. We did originally choose a much better bike, but that one broke down on us, so now we've got this little hand-me-down Holy bike, but she gets us from A to B. A little behind the scenes on the typical tourist pictures that everybody gets when they do come here. After this, we just carried on with the route, and about 10 minutes from where we just stopped off, there's actually the French built bunkers from the Vietnam War. This is such an interesting little stop. You can actually see the bullet holes still in the walls, which is crazy. There are some cafes and restaurants that are around the area, so you can have a little pit stop too. So a few fun facts about High Van Pass. If you're from the UK and this road looks a little bit familiar, it was actually on one of the Top Gear episodes back in 2008. It's also a natural border between Da Nang and a town called Hue. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. And the High Van Pass actually divides climates between these two places. Da Nang is a lot warmer than Hue. Or Hue. And like I mentioned at the start of the video, it gets up to 496 meters tall above sea level, and because of that, the name High Van actually means Ocean Cloud Pass. So this is one of the other stop-offs. It is beautiful, and that bridge that you can see over there is called the High Van Bridge. I'm not sure what this is. It's like a little fishing town, it looks like, but that water is an insane colour. There is some train tracks here, so I wonder if that's the start of it maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on that, but we'll have a look. That would be one nice train ride. But yeah, we are approximately 15 minutes away from this secret waterfall, and it is actually called Secret Waterfall. So we are going to go check that out. So we'll see you there. Definitely want to come back here one day for a full day at this little village. It looks so cute, and the houses were really nice. They were quite big, and there was actually a white one here That reminded me of the one from The Notebook. This drive was so peaceful and it were really quiet too on the roads, and we actually stumbled across one of the first churches we've seen in Vietnam, and it was absolutely beautiful. We thought we'd take this time to try and find some locals roaming around because there were no signs at this point of the secret waterfall, and we were getting pretty close to it according to the maps, but we just couldn't see it anywhere. And we soon learnt that the locals here knew no English whatsoever, which is understandable because it was pretty much out in the sticks. I think if you wanted to go somewhere to hide, this would be the place to go. It's a bumpy ride. Okay, we see kids.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. We're jumping in now. So we've pulled up. There's a few children here jumping in this water that's not deep at all. I'm not going to film them because they are naked. But this waterfall, we can't see it anywhere. I don't know where it is. So we're going to give the waterfall a miss. We've just come down this road.
We're literally at someone's house.
Yeah, someone's house is down there. And then the other way is just children that are jumping into water like that deep. So we're not gonna stay here, we're gonna go. But yeah, at least we tried because we don't even know where it is. So
No one's telling us.
no one's telling us. Even Google Maps is lying, Apple Maps is lying. So yeah, off we go back on that nice drive.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. So we've just been stopped. And I think the train's coming. I don't know, we'll see.
See the bed?
Yeah. Wow, so it's a sleeper train that you can get. That's crazy. I want to go in here. What views you would get from that. Wow. Well, I guess everything happens for a reason. If we were to find the waterfall, we wouldn't have been at that place at that time to watch the train go by. We headed back to Da Nang, and before we went back to the hotel, we had to fill up the bike. Full tank? How much is that?
70.
70, which is like £2, 10p. So cheap. So we are finally back at the hotel. Today was such a long day and it's only 1:30 in the afternoon. I think because it was such a long drive there. Around 2-3 hours I think in total we were on the road for, and obviously with it being so hot it's just taken it out of us so much, but it was so nice. I just wish that the waterfall was there. Oh well, it probably was there, we just couldn't find it, so I'm going to do a little bit more research. It just gives us an excuse to go back again, I guess. But it is a Saturday, so we're going to have maybe a little nap and then do some work and then go see what Da Nang has to offer on a night time. Do subscribe because I'm going to be making lots more videos like this, and if you've got any recommendations, let me know in the comments.